this video, we are going to present for our subject Research Communication. We are Group 12 from KBA 1. So, before we move forward, let me introduce to you our group member, which consists of 10 people. The first one is Nurul Aini binti Abdul Karim, Nur Aini Nadira binti Hud, Fatimah Az-Zahra binti Azhar, Aida Farzana binti Abdul Samad, Nur Izzati binti Abdul Jalil, Nur Izzati binti Abdul Ghaffar, Nur Najwa binti Zulkifli, Nur Nabila binti Zulkifli, and the last one, myself, Nur Adlina binti Jamaluddin. Here, we are going to present our research topic about impact of social media among students during online distance learning.
In our mini project, we discuss about impact of social media among students during online distance learning (ODL). Social media refers to websites and programs that allow the users to produce and share information as well as engage in social networking. Nowadays, it is widely utilized as a communication platform as well as in professional and education domain of all levels. Stated by the researcher in 2017, social media platforms such as blogs, Skype, Zoom, and a variety of mobile apps like Telegram, WhatsApp, and Instagram may support deep learning and knowledge development in learning. It has also been extensively employed in online distance learning. However, everything, including social media, has an impact on learners, whether beneficial or negative. It is dependent on the usage of a learner. However, we cannot deny that the use of social media has recently become one of the most essential communication platforms owing to modern learning methods that make it mandatory for every student to use it.
Next, let me share to you about our research question. First, is social media and is an effective platform of online distance learning? Second question is, do you think that social media has affected our academic distance learning? Third, how often do students spend on social media a day for online distance learning? Fourth, what is the most popular social media platform used among students during online distance learning? The last question is, how does social media affect academic performance of students during online distance learning? So, for the research objective, we have three objectives that we highlighted. The first is to know the effect of social media used between students. Second, to know the effectiveness of social media in learning. The last one is to know the statistic of the use of social media between students.
Now we move to methodology. The researcher decided to use the traditional tool, which is the questionnaire, to collect data and information. The questionnaire via Google Form with rating scale will be distributed among the students from a few universities in Malaysia. It was chosen for this research tool because it is easy and quick to collect information from the respondents. The quantitative researcher include the systematic investigation using statistical or numerical data which involve measurement and assume that the study can be measured.
So, for the part, the questionnaire or Google form, our questionnaire was conducted to study the impacts of social media among FEU students during online distance learning. Okay, this questionnaire consists of three sections, which is section A, section B, and section C. Okay. First of all, for section A, demographics, first gender, second age, whether 18 till 20 years old, 21 till 22 years old, 24 and above. Okay. Third, program in Faculty of Major Language Studies, either SEMPAK, SEMPAKI, SEMBIP, or ISMP. And which social media that the respondent use, either Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or WhatsApp. Next, for section B, independent question. First, how often do students spend on social media a day for online distance learning? Either 4 hours, 5 hours, or more than 6 hours. Second, what is the most popular social media platform used among students during online distance learning? Either Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or WhatsApp. Third, what device are used to access social media? Either smartphone, laptop, or computer. Fourth, what device are used to join online class? Either smartphone, laptop, or computer. Fifth, what is the social media that helps the respondent a lot in e-learning? Either Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or WhatsApp. And sixth, how often do the respondent use social media to help their online distance learning? Either always, sometimes, or never. For the last section, which is section C, dependent question, like a scale, strongly disagree, neutral, agree, or strongly agree. First, is social media an effective platform of online distance learning? Second, do the respondent think that social media that has affected their academics excellently? Third, do the respondent think learning from social media much easier from the traditional media? Fourth, social media give opportunity to the students to develop their learning. Fifth, the students difficult to give full attention during the online class. Sixth, will students become internet dependent as a result of their use of the internet? Seven, is social media beneficial in facilitating relationship between students and their teachers, as well as between students and their peers? And 8, distraction during online teaching and learning will cause students to lose concentration on their syllabus. It's all about questioning or Google Form.
The last one is findings. This chapter presents the result of the findings. It was intended to answer the problems of the study. In finding, the researcher show result of the data, whereas in this chapter, the researcher described the findings into 3 sections. Section A. This section show the description of demographic segmentation that include variables such as gender, age, program in study, and social media that use. It describes the statistical characteristic of respondent in this study. Section B. The researcher has posed 6 questions to the respondent regarding the use of social media during online learning. And section C, this last section shows the dependent question using the scalar Likert in which respondents specify their level of agreements. The statement typically in 5 points: strongly disagree, neutral, agree, and strongly agree.
As for the conclusion, the study discovered a research purpose which was to monitor the statistics of social media use and how it affects students in terms of education. Students are increasingly attached to social media, and researchers are aware that social media has both beneficial and also bad side effects. However, it is also undeniable that students benefit greatly from the use of social media, particularly in online distance learning, as long as they do not abuse or misuse the social media. Living in a new norm, all the good and bad effects of social media towards students must be considered for the future of education. That's all from us. Thank you.